All right. This is another. There's a lot of wickedness that you're seeing here on the World Economic Forum. Not surprised though. Now I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well and that do teach well and that have taught me this truth. To USA Shalom and Shalom to the whole elect. Kwam Yasha'Allah and Abad Babal. Yes. So it says here, shamanic ritual at World Economic Forum. What spirit rules in Davos? And the spirit that's ruling is the spirit of Satan, the devil. Yeah, that's who's ruling. Because that's who's behind the World Economic Forum. And what is the World Economic Forum about? They're just about pushing forth, or really bringing forth, a new world order. A new world order, the NWO. And that comes with the MOTB and a cashless society, a digital society. That's why the founder of the WF, Klaus Schwab, what did he say? You'll own nothing and be happy. How do you think that's going to happen? It's going to happen through the MOTB and a cashless society. That's how you're going to own nothing and be happy. And that's all a part of the NWO, aka the beast system. That's what they want. So that's what they're about. That's Satan's behind all of that. And they're showing you right in your face that they tap into the left. They tap into that energy. Okay, and that's why they brought a shaman. And by the way, this is a shaman, a Patani. And she's also the chief of the Yuwanawa tribe. That's in Brazil. And it's possible that tribe goes back to Jacob. Goes back to one of the 10 tribes that came over here to this part of the world. Probably. I don't know if she goes back to the tribes. Probably, maybe not, because a lot of these tribes are messed up, man, and they're mingled. A lot of tares, a lot of nations are in the tribes. But yeah, she's the chief of that tribe, and she's also a shaman. Now, do you know what a shaman is? Well, really, a shaman acts as a mediator. And they claim to communicate with spirits on behalf of the community or whoever they're representing. Right? So they're like a mediator. They're not a prophet. Okay, they're not prophets. Including, they also dabble into the spirits of the deceased. And she made a statement that proves that she's a shaman. I believe she said, because I actually went and I read the article that goes along with this video. And she made a statement. She said, to look to the future, we must look back and see what the wishes of our ancestors were. What? So she's basically telling you, you got to go into the spirits of your ancestors. You got to tap into the dead, the spirits of the dead. That's what you got to tap into. And if you do that, you'll be blessed and you can move on forward with your plans and it's going to be successful. That's wickedness. That's off. So this woman is a witch. And she also came on here and she did an incantation, which is she was using words to invoke, which is words that come in a form of a magical spell or a charm to invoke certain spirits. And that's what she was doing here. And they're showing you right in front of your face, man, right before your eyes. You're seeing it. They're showing you what they're about. So yes, the spirit realm is very powerful, especially the left-hand side. And yeah, it has a lot of influence in our lives, and a lot of people don't want to accept that. But that's okay. Now, a prophet is different. I'm going to explain what a prophet is. A prophet says things before it happens, and it's always in conjunction with the truth. Okay, what is the truth? The scriptures, aka Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, first and foremost. So a prophet says things before it happens, and it's always in conjunction with the plans of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is the truth. And also, they're set up to warn you of what's going to happen to you if you go up against the truth. So she's not doing that. So she is not a prophet or a prophetess. She's a witch, because this has nothing to do with the truth. Okay? And first and foremost, man, the Lord is not with this. He's not with this. He actually wants to destroy this. And he is going to real soon, man. Real soon. But this has to play out. Okay, so I just want to go back to her statement. She says, to look to the future, we must look back and see what the wishes of our ancestors. Well, okay. If you want to know the wishes of your ancestors, just go back to 2nd Ezra's, the 13th chapter and the 40th verse on down. Because your ancestors, your ancestors that came over here, they had good intentions. They wanted to serve Yahweh Bashim El Shai. They wanted to practice the law, statutes, and commandments. But now look at what you're doing. You're a descendant of those people, a so-called descendant, and you're into voodoo and witchcraft. That's not what our ancestors were doing. Later on, they degenerated and they started practicing witchcraft, but that's not why they came over here. Okay, so let's go into 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land, going into the northern kingdom. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. And that's talking about the New World, or North America, which is North America, Central America, and South America. That's what it's talking about here. Verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood, till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsareth, and that's what they call this place. Okay, Arsareth. All right, so that's why they came over here. They came over here to serve the Lord, not to tap into the left-hand side and to forward the New World Order plans. That's not what they wanted to do, lady. So this woman is a demon, man. She's a witch. She's a witch. So I'm going to play the clip and show you what she's doing. She does an incantation, but you don't get to see the what she says. She does the incantation, but she doesn't really. In this video, I don't know. I couldn't find a better video, unfortunately, that shows the whole thing, the whole ritual. But this doesn't show the part where she speaks in her native tongue. She doesn't. You don't get to see the full incantation. So anyway, here we go.
Traditional Valentine's Day gifts are...
Valentine's Day, whatever. Yeah, so you see that. You see that. Right, so you see what she did. It's an incantation. The scriptures goes against this, right? Deuteronomy 18 and 10. What does that say? Let's get Deuteronomy 18 and 10. This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination. Let's look at that word divination here. Look at that word divination. Witchcraft. Okay, of the nations Balaam, of false prophet. In a good sense, king's lips as oracles. So yeah, witchcraft, okay? Witchcraft. So you're not supposed to be here doing witchcraft, man. Or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. or a charmer or a consulter with familiar spirits, and that's what shamans are known for. They're known for tapping into the spirit realm. That's what they're known for doing, especially the spirits of the deceased, the spirits of the dead. And a lot of these shamans believe they can communicate with both living and dead. So, that's how it is. Yeah, man, that's what shamans do. So, yeah, man, she's basically a witch, and she is a consulter with familiar spirits. Yeah, so that's not good. Or a wizard and a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, and because of these abominations, Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, thy power to drive them out from before thee. So yeah, that's a witch. This woman's off. This woman's off, using arts of divination to get the unnecessary knowledge of things to come, because that's what she's doing. So how do you do that? You do it through enchantments, incantation, witchcrafts, or certain arts, right? Basically, the knowledge of the dark arts, charms, right? And yeah, man, you're not. You're going against the Most High's counsel, and you're going against His providence that He has set up, right? Because the Lord, He's set up to protect you. He's set up to deal with you. He's set up to give you divine revelation, but you're choosing to go on the left-hand side to get secrets, to get mysteries, when you don't need to do all of that. So you're breaking the covenant. And the Lord doesn't like that, man. He's angry. He's angry. He's pissed off. Okay, so anyways, let me get Leviticus 20. Leviticus 20, and I believe it's 6. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards to go whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among his people. Sanctify yourselves, therefore, and be holy, for I am Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, your power, and ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am Yahweh which sanctify you. Do you hear that? So, and ye shall keep my statutes and do them. So that's what your ancestors want you to do. So in order for you to move forward, you have to get involved with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. So that statement was very, very asinine. And it shows this woman's wicked, and she doesn't know where she comes from. And if she does, she's just being wicked. She doesn't want to acknowledge it. So you're going to be put to death. I'm going to quote that statement. I'm going to quote it again. To look to the future, we must look back and see what the wishes of our ancestors were. I read that article. I read the article, man. I'll post the link in the description during post-production, Lord willing, so you guys can read that. All right, so yeah, that shamanic rite is off. That's wicked as hell. Now, I said earlier, a prophet is supposed to warn you. So let's go into Jeremiah 28 and 8. And it's for truth's sake. And they're not tapping into spirits, familiar spirits. They're only tapping into the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. And like I said, it's for the truth. And they're saying things before it happens. And the reason why a prophet comes around is because he's warning you of what's going to happen when you go up against the truth. Right? That's it. And he's telling you, you have to get back in tune with your power. The power that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob served. So this is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. So they're prophesying the downfall of these wicked kingdoms. And they're really called the prophets of doom. When the prophets are around, they're telling you that bad things are going to happen because of your rebellion. And this is the case. So I'm showing you an example. So it says, the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh Bashem Yoshai have truly sent him. Okay? There you go. So that's a prophet's job. That's their duty. They say things before it happens, and they're prophesying the downfall of wicked kingdoms. And they're telling you what's going to happen to you when you go up against the truth. There you go. Matter of fact, let's get Jeremiah 4. Let's get Jeremiah 4. I think 15 or 16. Okay. Jeremiah 4 and 14. Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness, that thou mayest be saved. And that's what he's telling. Jeremiah is telling them that. You got to wash yourself from wickedness. Wash thine heart from wickedness. Stop being wicked. Stop being evil. That's the prophet's job. He's there to warn you, right? How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee? For a voice declareth from Dan, and publisheth affliction from Mount Ephraim. Make ye mention to the nations, behold, publish against Jerusalem, that watchers come from a far country, and give out their voice against the cities of Judah. Yeah, and that's I believe the Chaldeans are gonna go against you Israelites, you Judites. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna come against you. They're gonna come against you, man. Yeah, man, and that's serious, man. Yeah, because the Most High was angry with them for their sin. So it is the Lord's fierce anger, or it is the fierce anger of the Lord that makes the army of the Chaldeans so fierce, man, and so furious. Right, and that's why they're going to prevail over you. All right, that's why they're going to prevail over you, man. As keepers of a field are they against her round about, because she hath been rebellious against me, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reacheth unto thine heart. You notice it said rebellious against me. And what does the scripture say? Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man. So our people were doing that. All types of witchcraft. And this is an example of that, man. Man, I don't want to play this. Give me 1 second here.
Traditional Valentine's Day gifts are so last year. This Valentine's Day, get him a gift for that eye.
And that's what you see playing out right here, man. Witchcraft. Now, let me get that precept. Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. I think that's in Samuel. Rebellion. Sin. Yeah. 1 Samuel 15 and 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Yeah, people are stubborn and stiff-necked. God damn, and that brings forth iniquity and also idolatry, man. And that's why you tribes are caught up into worshiping all these different idols, and that's due to your own stubbornness. Very stiff-necked and stubborn, man. Don't want to be told anything. You can't tell a Jake anything, man. Especially if they've made it. Especially if they have accomplished things in life. Oh, you can't talk to them. Oh, man. But that's just Jake in general. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king. And that sucks. So you're pretty much rejected by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Rejected. So his face is not. So he's not showing his face onto you. He's not with you in certain things. When you call upon him, he ain't gonna listen to you because you're wicked. So yeah, man. Let's go back here. Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reacheth unto thine heart. The Lord hears. Now, let me see here. Stand with thy enchantments. This is only gonna go so far. The Lord is eventually, these spirits eventually are no longer gonna work with these people. Because when the Lord starts bringing judgment, who are you gonna really call on? Because them demons, man, they're not gonna work with you in times of trouble. Especially when the Lord comes on the scene. Especially when the day of the Lord comes. So with thine enchantments. Right. Let's see. Hold on. I know that's in what is it? Here we go. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art weird in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee. You hear that? So yeah, lament for Babylon. Because that's what you Babylonians, you modern day Babylonians trust in. You trust in your sorceries, you trust in witchcraft, you trust in your stargazers, your astrologers, your fortune tellers, right? And I believe she has a spirit, this woman has a spirit of divination, man. That's all it is, a spirit of divination. Spirits that are on her. And in that day when destruction falls upon you and this place, them spirits that you call upon, that you've called upon all the time to help you with certain things, are no longer going to work with you, because it's your time to get judged. So anyways, man, this is wicked. Don't do this. This is off. This woman is nothing but a witch, and you should curse her out, man. So anyways, with that, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of great and soul that were well, and that do teach one that taught me this truth. Tivei say shalom, and shalom to the hopeful elect, Kwam Yashala, and Abad Babal.